in getting into the seven principles of loving kindness, I think it's so important. And one of the things we often overlook is, where do you place yourself in the process of becoming loving and kind? The first principle then is cultivating self-love. We need to treat ourselves with kindness. And we all know how important that is and how good that feels and the benefits that we reap when we do it. And yet we often forget to implement that when it comes to ourselves. We're very, very keen on being loving and kind to others. So how do we be kind? What does kindness towards oneself look like? Well, one of the things that was shared with me long ago when I was training to do organizational development and consulting work was the idea that when you're working with people and you're working on yourself, it's not what you did so much, but what you do next that counts. And this is a kindness too, because we can often think back on something that we did or didn't do, some faux pas that we made, and really go down the rabbit hole thinking about something we should have done different and how in the world am I going to address it. But it is really not so much that self-condemnation that brings out loving kindness toward oneself. It's really the idea that every moment brings another opportunity. So we can do better. We can be better. We can act more skillfully, more kindly, more generously in the next moment if we fell short previously. So this is one of the ways we can cultivate self-love. The other way is that we cultivate self-love is by making good choices. Things that are wholesome and good for ourselves, because it enables our health, it enables our ability to help others. So when we're taking care of ourselves, we find it much more easy to take care of others. So this is a very important part of cultivating self-love. But I think the root of it is self-acceptance. To feel deeply within yourself your own self-worth and that self-love, which is not selfish, but it is an acknowledgement of how special and unique you are.